You're watching News 360, and here's a quotation that will surprise you. And it says, sadly, there are reports of an increase in domestic violence since the COVID-19 outbreak began. We call on countries to include service of end violence as an essential service that must continue during the response. There is never any excuse for violence. These were the tweets shared by the WHO Director General on his Twitter page. Wendy Laryea tells us more.
According to the National Center for Biotechnology Information, which is part of the United States National Library of Medicine, domestic violence has been, until very recently, a secret pandemic. It indicates, over the course of human history, virtually no other public health problem has been as prevalent or as challenging to the health and well-being of humanity as intentional injury. Eclipsed only by war, domestic violence has remained at the forefront of violence-related human morbidity and mortality. The global canker just won't go away. It has reared its head again during the COVID-19 outbreak.
Sadly, there are reports from some countries of an increase in domestic violence since the COVID-19 outbreak began. As people are asked to stay at home, the risk of intimate partner violence is likely to increase.
The organization is calling on countries to address domestic violence and also asking victims to seek support.
We include services for addressing domestic violence as an essential service that must continue during the COVID-19 response.
International media houses have reported coronavirus outbreak stay-home rules could lead to domestic abuse as vulnerable people spend all day with their abusers. While in other places, several cities are already reporting jumps in domestic violence cases or calls to local hotlines.
For Ghana, there hasn't been an increase in domestic violence cases. It is not as if because COVID-19 is here, we have forgotten. Once you do that and the reports get to us, we will treat you like we have treated you before the onset of COVID-19.
A clinical psychologist, Methodist University College of Ghana, Adolph Owuku-Bequin, says safety planning is important.
For instance, you are at home with your spouse and the slightest argument results in violence. This is a trigger. What do we do now? You do not engage in heated arguments, or you try to move away from situations that are likely to result in heated arguments.
Remember, you can always report any case of domestic violence to any of these DOFSU hotlines, including toll-free numbers 18555 and 191. Wendy Laryea, TV3 News.